There it is. Is it on?
It looks like it's setting up. Looks like we are on.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! Okay, got through that.
All right.
And I will pop up the chat. There. All right, looks like people are finding us. People are checking in. So we are a little bit late today because of some technical difficulties, but looks like it's working for now. So you might see one of my cameras go out every now and then because, well, my internet provider don't like me. But anyway, hello. Good evening, everyone. Welcome. And we had a 1 week hiatus on this project, but we are back. So in case you didn't know who I am, I'm Eric, and I'm being joined by my quilting bestie here, Miss Tiffany. And we are continuing on our journey with the Tula Pink butterfly pattern. So let's see who's checking in. Whoa, okay, people are finding us. Hello, Malena. Hi, Jim. Donna Hoskins is here. Hey, Donna. And Shelly Van Slyke. Hello, Shelly. Polly Laughlin is saying hello. Marla Pavlzik is saying, and she's saying that she received her butterfly pattern. So congratulations, Marla. Hope you get to sew along with us. Let's see, Susan Leong is here. Hi, Sue. Let's see, Maria Nunez, hello. And Kim Burris is saying, now we're okay. Okay. Susan Brown is here. Hello, Susan. Pearl Medina's checking in from Moreno Valley, California. Hi, Pearl. Judy Hebert is here. Gloria Garris is here from Western New York. Pumpkin Patchwork is here. That's Julie. Hey, Julie. The Confident Quilter, Gladys is here. Hello, Gladys. Shelly Van Slyke is saying she's from Fort Worth, FTW, Texas. Is that Fort Worth? Yeah, I think so. Hello, Linda. All right. So the block, there's one section that, well, okay. Where are you, Tiff? I know you did the house work.
I'm on the body.
You're on the body? Okay.
I'm on the body.
I'm still doing my log cabins. I'm on the small log cabin, so that's what I'll be working on.
Everybody's curious. This is the body. Oop, gone. Bye. Can't show the pattern. But you can at least see that the body is the beautiful part that runs along the center. Hey, where's that picture? There we go. This part. I'm on that part right there. And I didn't have the line work, not line work. I didn't have the solids for that, so I just chose a little bit of each color that I'm using for that center part. And now I just got to figure out how it goes together. That's why I'm, trying to figure it out.
I didn't get much done. Well, I was hoping to be on the half square triangles today, but that never happened because there was a lot of stuff that happened in the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So last weekend, I drove back twice to Los Angeles.
Why twice?
Well, first of all, there was the playoff game that my brother's Little League team, they were playing in California. So I made the long drive to see the game, and they did win. So now they're playing in the Little League World Series tournament in Pennsylvania.
Again?
Yeah.
Wow. That's amazing.
Unfortunately, though, yesterday was their first game in Pennsylvania and they lost.
Oh, man.
The good news is, though, this tournament, it's a double elimination. So in order to be totally out, you do have to lose twice. So even though they lost yesterday, they still have a chance at the running of the title. But they're going to just have to work a little bit harder now.
Yeah.
So there was that. And then that was Thursday. And then following on the same week on Saturday, I had to go back to LA for a friend of mine. She tied the knot with her boyfriend of 2 years. So we were
So,
happy.
congratulations to them.
Yep. That was a long time coming. And of course, came back and then went right back to work. And there's a lot of things that are going on with this new job. So, well, a lot of accounting stuff going on because they are purchasing or kind of working out a deal with one of the smaller competitors where the owner wants to retire or wants to give up the business. So they are selling it off. And my boss is in need of some numbers so we know what price to offer this.
Sell it.
So that's been taking up most of my time, a lot of overtime hours.
That's
So,
good, though. That means you
yeah.
can come out and visit me. Okay. I laid this all in order. Let's just say, let's hope it stays that way.
Well, you always been good at organizing your sewing, unlike the rest of us who always get tangled up.
Yeah, I'm just going to recommend it though for those that are making the body or on that part right now. Lay it out first, even though I don't have the full space to lay it out lengthwise, it's laid out. That way I don't get anything out of order because I'm not using the exact colors that are on the thingamabobber. Probably should have brought an iron over here with me. That would have been smart.
Whoops, I froze up.
As long as I don't leave it plugged in like I did last time.
Oh, did you?
Yep, I left it plugged in, didn't even know it. I thought I unplugged it.
Uh-oh.
Yep,
I hope
Scott
it
found
didn't
it when
burn
he came
out.
in the next day. Nope, that didn't burn it up. That doesn't turn off this little sunbeam thing.
Scotty, let's see, who's this? Scotty Huggis, sorry. He's asking, he's had the pattern for a while without starting and have plenty of fabric to start. Did we color one up did we color one up first as a guide? I did not.
I did not either. I'm sort of kind of going by the color guide, honestly, except for this body part. Everything else, I pulled all my Tula fabrics in about the color range that the actual pattern calls for. Eric's the only one that decided to do it complicated.
Yeah, I am just kind of pulling fat quarters and trying my best to color match the things, but um, yeah, we'll see how it goes. Okay. So what has Miss Tiffany been up to the past couple weeks, past couple days?
Well, I was making a mini quilt, and then I'll show that on my channel when people come on tomorrow. And then I quilted a quilt, which I'll show again tomorrow on my channel. And I watched a lot of TV with Scott this week. I really
Oh,
didn't do much.
what did you guys watch?
Everything that we usually watch, the TV show, couple movies, I don't remember because I never remember. We just watched the TV show Mom. I know that. But most of it, I don't remember. Some movie, I don't remember. He rented it from the library. For the life of me, it's not coming to me. What the heck was it? Oh, Minecraft. That's what it was. We watched Minecraft, the movie
Well, I
with
never saw that
Jack
movie.
Black.
I didn't even know it
Yeah,
was a movie.
it's just came out with Jack Black, and it's I don't know, weird. I mean, I'm not a kid anymore, so that stuff doesn't really, and I don't have any kids here. Cyrus was the one that was into Minecraft, he would have loved it. But unfortunately, I don't know nothing about it, so it was just watching pretty much a kids movie with a little adultness to it, but mainly kids movie.
I don't know. These days, kids' movies are pretty adult
Yeah,
oriented.
this one was a little. There's some humor in it that, seems more adultish than childish. I'm wondering if I should put these together as I go. No, I'll just stack them.
What I
Did I
need
get
a
it right?
color, a darker brown. Mm, no, I can still
What part
use
are you at, did you say? I totally spaced if you did.
the log cabin, the mini log cabin.
Oh, you haven't even made it to the half square triangles yet?
No, I was hoping to be there, but
You had a lot going on,
yeah.
which is totally understandable.
But traveling back and forth to LA twice.
Was the weather there good?
Nah, it was hot. Well, not as hot as here, but
Here. What are you at today? I'm at 102 today
I think
and
we
humid.
are. Good question. Alexa, what's the temperature?
Good
Oh,
evening, stupid. Right now, it's 100 degrees Fahrenheit.
100.
Tonight, expect a low of 79 degrees.
And it'll go
Dinner
down
might
to
be helping get your
79.
day started with the weather, news, traffic, and more. Would you like me to enable the start my day routine?
No.
You're supposed to tell it to shut up.
You
Everybody I
know,
know that has one of those just says, okay, shut up.
actually, somebody programmed it so that it does talk back, or this one talks back at me if I do say stuff like that.
Well, I have a daughter named Alexa, so I can't actually have one of those. I would say her name too many times and then, it would look up weird, funky stuff for me, only because I'm talking about my daughter. It's just how it would work.
Let's see. Jim says the Minecraft movie was okay. Good thing he didn't spend theater prices to see it.
Yeah. Well, we don't ever go to the theater, but we just rent from the library once they get it. And since it was Minecraft, obviously the library got it. Sometimes they order them, but they never get the new movies coming out.
Well, that's the library, so.
Yeah, it's free. Can't complain. Although just today, Scott figured out something new on the computer today. He goes on the computer to see what the movies the library is getting in or to look up movies for us to watch, and then goes to he looks up on Google or something when he remembers something, Then he goes over to the library and sees if they have it. If not, we look at what channel it's on, because it'll say what channel it's on.
Mhm.
This whole entire time, next to the thing that says the channels that you can find whatever movie on Google, next to it has a watch now button. And it works on all
Oh,
the 90s movies. Some of them are good copies and some of them are not, but that's how his Bing is set up on his computer. So when Bing is like a Google, he types it in and it says blah, blah, blah on what channels, Netflix or, Tubi or whatever. And then it has a little thing next to it that says watch now. And he clicked on them and it's working. So he's watched 3 movies today on his computer that he
yeah.
wouldn't
There's
admit.
there's
The
some apps
library
where you
doesn't
can
have
watch
them.
already. Actually, that's
There's
what
all
I've been
sorts of
doing.
things you could watch movies.
Yeah,
I
Tubi,
could watch my
Freebie.
movies. I could watch movies from my phone on Netflix if I wanted, even. I don't ever do that. I did when I was in North Carolina with Becca, and at night when she would go to sleep because I'm up just a little bit longer.
Yeah.
And I would just turn my phone on next to me and put my head thing in and just watch a movie on Netflix. I also did it on the airplane. I watched my movies. I downloaded it to, watch later from Netflix.
I always watch Netflix on the bus.
Well, we watch all the channels, Tubi, Freebie, um, whatever, all the free ones.
And if you have an Amazon Prime membership, you get to watch certain movies for free for a limited time.
Okay, guess what we don't have? Amazon Prime. We don't even like
Oh,
Amazon. Amazon sucks for us. Every time we've ordered from Amazon, our order is either lost, misplaced, stolen, or it's not here yet.
and
And
you
we
know,
have to get our money back, which is also a hassle to do. So we don't even bother.
speaking of which, I got to make sure I file a claim because one of my packages disappeared.
Really?
Yep,
That sucks.
tell me about it.
Can't believe I'm doing this one at a time. Normally I would chain piece this.
You know what? The directions I was reading on the pattern say to press the seams open.
Yeah, I didn't even see that until I saw the half square triangles. It shows all of them pressed open, but there's no way I was going to press open 136 seams or however many half square triangles there are. Plus, I just used my slotted trimmer thing to trim it all anyway. I just have to cut all the dog ears off. I haven't done that part yet because I don't like the slotted trimmer for that because I can never get the rotary cutter in the slot.
Okay,
Maybe
so
it's a Martelli rotary cutter thing.
uh, Debbie Stockman says each of your blocks are gorgeous. It will be so fun to see how different they both look. Well, thank you, Debbie.
Thank you.
Hello, Miss Katie. That's Katie, the Green Line Quilter. She is
Hi,
checking
Katie.
in. Zaza is asking, is this the Soya non-slip ruler? Yes, it is, Zaza.
You have a
Um,
non-slip ruler?
yeah, it's
Oh,
these.
I didn't know they made one.
So they just
Interesting.
started coming out with various sizes. I got,
Is it
uh,
just like the Quilter Select?
yeah, but I'm trying to test out if the grip stays grippy.
Yeah.
But so
Oh,
far,
yeah,
I
that's
mean,
very important.
yeah, it is staying, or it is gripping the fabric. So far, so good. And then they do have, well, there's this 2.5 what is this? 2.5, is it 2.5? No, 3-inch ruler, 3-inch by 18. They have a 6.5 by 12. And then they got a 6.5-inch square and a 12.5-inch square thus far that I've seen. And of course, Brody talked me into buying the 60-degree triangle ruler.
Oh, they have one of those too?
Yep.
Interesting. Those boys are getting into a lot of different stuff these days.
Yep. And did you see they're asking for people's help in developing a new store in Alaska?
Oh, that's pretty cool. It'll
Yeah.
probably be there by next year when I go to Alaska. Except it's not part of our itinerary. It's probably not even going to be where we are going.
Oh, yeah. I'll see now my computer connection keeps going out. Okay.
Marla says the new Shop Hop Retreat Center in Alaska is what they're trying to do, apparently.
Yeah. That should be exciting though.
Yeah. I mean, who wouldn't want to go to Alaska? I get to go to Alaska. Woohoo! Next
Lucky.
year. Can't wait. You still thinking about it?
Yeah. Still trying to
Well, this-
justify the the price. Okay, sorry guys, my computer keeps going out. I hope we're not being disconnected completely.
Well, right now it's just you on the screen, but it's probably 30-second delay. Oh, this is one long body piece. Whew.
Okay, there we go.
Is it working?
It's working now. Keeps going out. I gotta solve that problem. Okay, what am I doing with this? I am cutting.
Hello, everybody that's joining in.
Hello,
Ay,
hello.
ay, ay.
Okay, so again, for those of us that are joining in, we're doing the, or just joining us, we are doing the Tula Pink butterfly pattern. I am working my way through the log cabin block, and Tiffany is working on the body of the butterfly. I've been fighting with this technical stuff.
Hopefully it'll ease up. Whoa, dropping scissors. Not good.
Uh-oh, not good.
Ugh. It's a good thing my feet are under the desk and the scissors fell away from under the desk.
I was
Or else
watching
they would have went into my lap or something.
oh, I was watching what's her name? Well, anyway, she's a fashion designer and she says her number one rule when she steps into her sewing room, always wear covered shoes.
Maybe that's for regular sewists though, because they use lots of pins and drop things all the time. I mean, I don't know. I don't really drop much. I
I
have
know.
dropped my rotary cutter several times, but guess what? I have always, so far, what is the word? Knock on wood that it doesn't land any other way, but it's always landed this way, facing up.
Uh-huh.
It's never landed facing down, like because maybe it's top heavy, so it lands that
Yeah.
way instead
Yeah.
of this way. So I haven't dropped it on my foot or anything upright. It always lands down. It's hit my big toe once, but again, it landed down on the handle, hit my toe. I've never actually dropped it and it land any other way.
Well, huh. Maybe it is top heavy.
It probably is because it always falls with the blade up. At least in my room, it does. You might want to drop yours on the floor and see.
No, I don't have carpet.
Yeah, it'll probably break it.
Exactly. Actually, I have broken one.
One Martelli cutter.
Yeah, the when I dropped it, it did land on the top and it just cracked plastic.
Oh yeah.
Then again, I kind of flew it across the table.
The main thing that I drop in here is pi pins, and that's another reason why I don't want to use them because I'm always dropping them. When you have arthritic fingers, it's hard to hold on to the little bitty stuff. It's a
Yeah.
miracle I can even piece tiny quilts, but I mean, it's a chore with my fingers to do it, but it's so much fun. But yeah, pins is the number one thing I drop. It can be in my hand, or at least I thought it was. It's usually on the floor where I can't find it unless I step on it.
And it's like, oh, there it was.
Yep. The second thing I drop is binding clips, which is pretty much like pins, but I'll go to clip, push it open, and it just flings out of my fingers across the room. It happened on one of my videos. I just did a video called Line Dance, and I went to show the clip, and I pressed the thing down and just went flying across the room. I thought it was funny. But yeah, those never stay in my hand. Whew, they just go flying.
Yeah, yesterday I was in the office and I was cleaning up my desk and I decided to take my keyboard, the keys on the keyboard, you can take
Uh-huh.
it off and you can
Yeah.
get the dust. So I grabbed a screwdriver and kind of plucked out one of the keys. Oh boy, that key went
Fly
flying.
everywhere.
It actually hit somebody in the eye.
That sucks for them.
For them.
I've only taken one keyboard apart. I've knocked all the key, and then I put a couple of the letters on in the wrong spots, like a dummy, because I wasn't paying attention.
But
So every
the
time
weird
I would
part about
type an
that?
I, it was like a Q or something, and I was like, "What the heck is happening here?"
Well, you can get the keys, I mean the caps mixed up, but the letters should still be fine. Okay, I need a
I don't know if do the letters and numbers and all that pop off on a laptop so that I can clean in those.
Actually,
Those
I
on
think
my
it does.
laptop are probably horribly tilty.
I think it does.
Yeah, those are keys that I would need to clean. But I've never known if they pop off. I probably should have Googled it. Now I sound like a dummy. Because everyone's like, yes, they do come off, Tiffany. You're an idiot. Yeah, I am. So, I'm going to have a nice, lovely stack of half triangle pieces here.
Uh-oh. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but the neighbors are playing James Brown.
Really?
Yeah. I feel good.
They're probably watching a video and they said, oh, this is so hilarious. I'm going to turn it up.
Okay, sorry guys, if you are wondering why my camera keeps disappearing and reappearing, it's my computer just keeps disconnecting itself from the internet. So I've been manually reconnecting it back. So apologize for that.
Everybody's still here. It's good. Plus, I'll
Yeah.
still be on the screen if you get lost anyway, because the Zoom technically is still being streamed, whether you're on or not, I don't think. It doesn't matter.
Okay, I got this alphabet fabric and I am not giving any care to the direction of the alphabet. I'm just sewing it on.
You're literally putting alphabet fabric in your quilt.
Yeah. Because it's yellow and it was the only yellow thing that I could see.
Hmm. You want to know the most not liked fabric from my end of the world? I don't like fabric with words because
Really?
you're always cutting them off. I think it's stupid.
That's
What is
true.
your not favorite fabric?
My not favorite fabric. Hmm.
Like a design or style or whatever.
I don't think I have one. Or can't think of one.
Yeah. So you like fabric with words on it?
I don't
What
mind
about
it.
the audience? Do you guys like fabric with words on it?
I mean, I
Unless
just
it's
don't let
like
it.
sections,
I know.
like if it's sections where you can cut 5-inch squares out and get the whole staying, you know, in that section without wasting a
Yeah.
bunch of fabric, that would be perfect. But most fabric with writing on it'll have words, and then you get halfway through the word of believe and BEL is in one block and IVE is the block, It just, to me, it just doesn't look right.
Just like your raccoons.
Yep, like my coon butt. Although, I'm using the hedgehog fabric too, and I, for the life of me, only see like 3 hedgehogs in all of this. And I've used it quite a bit now, but I'm
Really?
not seeing it. Instead, I see coon. That's it. Just raccoon butts everywhere. A couple faces, but mainly booty. Got some legs. Hell, I used hippopotamuses, or is that what's in the water? Yeah, hippopotamuses. And guess what? I don't see any of that. There is no hippo. Most of it's being chopped off. So that was not a good choice to use the hippo fabric. But I needed more of those specific colors, and that's all I had. So far, lots of people like words with writing or fabric with writing and words on it, so script and stuff.
Okay, so Debbie Stockman
I
says
guess
she
I'm
likes
weird.
fabric with script on it. Sandy Adger says she loves words. Shelley So says as long as the words aren't directional.
Yeah, that would even be harder because then you have to try to make it right every single time.
Yeah. Personally, I mean, I don't mind having fabrics with words on it. I don't pay
If it
much
was a
attention to the
panel, panels
directional.
with sayings, I like that. But anything else, I don't.
Well,
It
okay, then
always gets chopped off in my world.
there's my not liking. I'm not too big into panels.
Really?
Yeah,
Is it because there's not really much you got to do with it, or is it because you got to build around it and figure it all out?
a little bit of both, I think.
Yeah.
Like actually, come to think of it, I don't think I've ever bought a panel.
Really? I love panels. Do I ever use them? No. I probably should use them more. I have a bunch. The thing is I don't have the matching fabric to most of them, so I have to, you know, match something up to it all.
You ever dyed your own fabric?
Yes, I have. And it did not come out like I had hoped. I did it to muslin because I wasn't sure, because they online it said don't go and buy regular white quilting cotton and expect it to come out great.
Right.
And it works better to dye it with muslin. So I bought white muslin. No, that didn't work. So then I bought unbleached muslin, and that kind of worked. The color came out a little bit darker, but I probably would have needed like 3 bottles of the RIT, because it just was not working. So I do have a 2 3 yard cuts of homemade hand dyed fabric that I've never used. Why? Because it didn't come out like I thought it would. But I tried.
So
Have
Cara
you?
says she likes words. Ms. Topaz says she likes words. Jim Bennett says it depends on the words. Donna Huffler says not a fan of words on fabric.
Oh, I got somebody on my side.
Okay. Terry says I use it for backing mostly. Oh, that's a good idea.
Oh yeah, that's where most of mine ends up.
And Donna Hoffler says she's not a fan of panels either.
Oh, so she doesn't like either of our unlikes.
I tried coffee dyeing fabric once because I wanted to get like a
Really?
light khaki kind of brown color. And then I kind of thought to myself, I'd rather be drinking the coffee, and it's much cheaper to just buy the fabric already.
Yeah. Yeah, I did orange and green are the 2 colors because I was gonna make the orange I was dyeing so that I could make an MS themed quilt for my multiple sclerosis. And the green, I don't remember why I wanted to dye something green. I think it was because online said that the greens, the blues, and the purples are the more darker of the colors and easier to dye. But no, that was not the case. So everybody likes words except for one person. Interesting. I must be just an oddball. Got
I'm
all
pretty
these.
sure there's a ton of other people that don't like words.
Oh,
But
there probably
exactly.
is. If we asked that same question to everybody that watches my So Sundays, we'd probably get a whole bunch of people that don't like words.
Yeah.
Because then there's usually like 500 or 600 people there to answer. Look at that. Look at this big stack. This is all the stuff that's been cut off of making the center.
Just from
That's
the
a pretty big
centers?
stack. Yeah, just from the center to make the body.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, now I gotta sew it together in hopes that I keep it in this correct direction still. I'm just gonna do one at a time though, because I don't want to mess anything up.
Okay, I gotta figure out this internet connection thing because it's just irritating.
Driving you bonkers?
Linda
Linda
said
used
she used to
my
too
fabric
dyed
for
fabric
dolls.
for dolls. Okay.
Yep, I saw that. We were reading the same one. I hope this looks good.
Okay, so let's go with the opposite then. What is your favorite print on a fabric
I,
besides butterflies?
besides butterflies, everybody knows butterflies is my favorite, but besides butterflies, I love floral prints. But I don't like, okay, so everybody, I like all florals, honestly, but the vintage seeming ones are bottom of the list. The ones that are super colorful florals, those are the top of the list. Like, multicolored florals, kind of like the Tula one that has the big, I'll have to show you the print just because it's right here in my pile of goodness. Like this,
Oh yeah.
I love that. And then I also love this one because I don't know why, even though you're chopping half of it up, I just love the colors, like when they're bright like this.
Yeah.
So if the florals were smaller, if the little flowers were smaller, that'd be even better. But I mean, stuff like this is beautiful to me. It's like
Mhm.
the best. I don't
What
know
about
why.
Keith?
Huh?
What about Keith's fabric? Do you like his stuff?
Oh, yes. Love it. Love it. Yep, I do. Lots of florals in all of his stuff. And it looks good when it's chopped up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know a lot of collage quilters love his fabric line because of the designs and the patterns.
Yep. Because you can pull so many different elements just from one yard cut.
Yep.
But yeah, florals would be my favorite other than butterflies. I can use a floral any day of the week. Problem with florals is it's really hard to make a man or a boy or a kid that's a boy a quilt with flowers because not all of them like flowers. The even funnier part is I actually don't like flowers. I've never once liked when a man or woman or anybody bought me flowers. My children have even bought me flowers. They bought me orchids, which last a little bit longer, but I don't say, I say, oh, that's beautiful, blah, 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 and I'll display it, but I actually don't like it. I think it's a total and complete waste of money, but I wouldn't mind having a rose garden in my backyard. But why buy flowers? I've never understood that.
That's my mom's favorite flower, the orchid.
Really?
Yeah. She tried doing like a small orchid farm in the backyard when I was growing up.
Oh, that's cool.
That lasted maybe about a week before they all died.
I've grown all sorts of wild flowers when I lived up in Kingman, where you can actually grow things in the yard because the weather wasn't super crazy hot. So over the years, I've had small little flower gardens where I've grown, just a random variety. One of the houses I had a rose bush at, but just one. And the bad part, it was near the fence. So everybody that walked by, if they saw roses on it, guess what they did? They picked the
They
roses
picked the
and then would
roses.
take it and do whatever with it, probably give it to their loved one. But yeah, so it never really had roses on it because it was always picked clean. And I even had a dog that would bark, but they didn't care. They would just take the roses.
Okay,
But
so I
yeah, I
need.
like flowers, just not as a gift. Hey, here's a flower basket, like, no, don't need it.
But you know the prices that some of these florists charge for these flowers, it's like astronomical.
Oh yeah, I know, especially if you want them delivered. It's a arm and a leg. I know that, the world needs florists and stuff like that, but the prices are ridiculous when you can just go and grow it in your backyard, and they sell the seeds at Walmart and Sam's Club and Costco, and Dollar Store even has tons, fruits, vegetables, flower seeds, all sorts of seeds.
Yep.
Nobody ever gets it. That rack is always full. Nobody's ever buying them until the end of the world comes. Then all of a sudden, you're never going to see any of those at any store. I'm telling you. But yeah, I'd rather have just a garden, but I can't have a garden here. And every single house plant I have ever owned, I used to have tons of house plants. I had creeping Charlies that would I run across the ceilings that were super long, and ficus trees and all sorts of stuff in the house. When I moved to Lake Havasu, it all died, all of it. I had one plant by the time Scott and I reached this house, and within 2 weeks, that one died. They just don't like being in this city. So I've not had any plants or yard plants or anything since.
I
So it's been
certainly
like
do not have a
15
green
or
thumb.
16 years. I like to garden. I just can't, and won't here. It's too hot.
I could kill a
I
cactus
can't
if I
live.
needed to.
I don't even have cactuses. I couldn't even keep the little miniature ones alive. Not here, at least. They just die. And the cactuses that we have outside here, those will live if you take care of them. The neighbor house, the orange
Mhm.
one that's next to me, you know which one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
To have that whole corner where that one tall cactus is, in the corner
Yeah.
by the street. That used to be pretty green, and all that whole area was all aloe vera. Just beautiful big chunks of aloe vera. And guess what? It's all dead now. Well,
Oh.
you can see it. You've seen it when you came out here before. It's just all dead. They never took care of it. The original people made there's flower. I don't know what they're called. There's a word for it. When you have a house built and then the front things come out from the window further so that you can have a bed of flowers.
Oh, the
There's an actual
windowsill?
term for it. Yeah, on the window sill, but the outer side. Those were all full of aloe vera and everything. I used to get fresh aloe vera every time I had a sunburn. But no, the new person does not take care of it, so it's all dead. I'm surprised the tree is still half alive out there. One of those trees that don't require, I guess, much water because it doesn't rain here. I don't know where it gets the moisture from, but don't rain.
Let's see. Shelly sews. Oh, she says that you like skulls.
Oh yes, I like skulls, but obviously skulls and butterflies would be no contest in the beginning. Sorry, I wouldn't have thought of it because my brain is not thinking of that kind of stuff right now.
And then
But you asked for things other than,
Suzanne Taylor says she loves tone on tone.
oh,
Jim Bennett
I
is the
don't.
pink
Well,
lover.
white. Do you like white tone on tone? Because I can never tell what side is right.
I do. I just don't like just plain Kona cotton white. I do need to have something, some kind of pattern on it or something on it.
Yeah.
Or even if it's just like a off-white, I'm fine with that. But I try not to just stick to just plain old white.
I don't do much white either. I do off white a lot, but I do for my videos though, so that everybody can see all the different color values, when I make something. Oh, okay, that will work. You know what I mean? But on my own, for my own quilts, black is my thing. The color black.
Kim Burr says her daughter has gorgeous houseplants. I have three that tolerate my apartment. Two devil ivies, and a heartleaf philodendron. Everything else just dies. Okay. What am I cutting? I keep looking at the diagram and I keep forgetting what I'm doing. Okay, so it's this one. Then this one.
Suzanne's daughter has a beautiful yellow rose bush in Tucson. I'm surprised because, well, Tucson's weather's probably a little bit more Kingman weather-ish. Although it does get super duper hot there. So I don't know. There are a few people around here. I've seen rose bushes here, but I've never seen them in bloom here since I've lived here, permanently lived here, because I've off and on been here all my life.
Isn't Tucson further south?
Yeah, Tucson's all the way down at the bottom by the Mexican border, the Mexico border. I don't know, either way you say it, it's the border. All right, I have managed to do the center. You ready to see this thing as soon as I'm done pressing it? I have
Oh,
a
window
body.
planter box. That's what it's called.
A window planter box. Yeah, see, I couldn't have got that word. All right, here it is. Here's my body. Oops, stay. I have the fan on.
Ooh, that looks like a. That's nice. I
I
like the
didn't put
background.
them in like total specific order. Look at the way the bottom one landed with the rose at the tip. So
Nice.
there's my body. Oh, I gotta find a place to put the body. Is it long? It's longer than my wall. Put this there. Yeah.
Wait, no, this is the wrong fabric.
How do you know it's the wrong fabric? You're not really doing anything specific. Sorry, just being sarcastic.
Because I said it was the wrong fabric.
Just because you say it don't mean it's true. You remember when grandparents and stuff used to say those things? Just because you say it don't mean it's true.
But I believe, so it must be true.
All right, I gotta move all this just to put one dumb body part up here.
You know, if we didn't have the video turned on and we were just talking, we would sound very racist and we would sound like murderers.
Oh yeah, probably. Plus, and normal talking between you, I, and most of our friends, there's a little bit of bad wordage that
Yeah,
comes out too, which most of us, well, content creator wise, attempt to keep it to a, you know, whatever the word is. What's the word?
we try to keep it
Um,
dignified.
yes, thank you. That's the perfect word.
Although some of us have dropped an F bomb here and there.
I have. I've also said the B word. I say crap a lot, but I don't think crap is bad. You know
No,
what I mean? The S word, though, might be more bad than saying crap. So I say crap instead. And son of a B, I did say that, but that video no longer is available to be watched because that's when I sewed through my finger on my old Juki.
ouch.
Yeah, it was an ouch. So that's why the words came out the way they did.
Okay, what was my next one? This one. Jason Forrest says, bad words, Tiffany. Oh, you mean those colorful metaphors?
Yeah, exactly. Well, anybody that's met me in person, like YouTube, the people that watch us on YouTube, any of the
Yeah.
ones that have met us in person, it just comes out. I don't know how it is I'm able to control it online or videos or stuff like that. Well, actually, in filming videos, when it does come out, I can edit that out.
Yeah.
So, but when it comes out on live stream, you can't really edit that out. So I don't know how I'm able to not do it on live stream. It's the weirdest thing. I guess my mind goes into a be respectful stage, I guess. But in person, the people that met me in person know that I got a sailor's mouth. Or some people would say potty mouth, however you want to say it.
Every time I hear the word potty, I think that's so childish.
You gotta go tinkle.
You gotta go tinkle, you gotta go potty.
Potty. Pee pee on a potty. And yes, I did sing that. I had 4 children. I
Zaza
don't
says
even
that's
know
her
when that
biggest
even came
fear.
out. What?
Zaza says that's her biggest fear. She swears a lot, so she might swear on live.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, YouTube is not going to penalize you for it. Well, they might edit it out when they do the replays.
They need to have a button where you can just go through and put beep in the place of the word.
Yeah.
Like you can with editing. I've never actually no, I have. I have used a beep during editing once just to see if it worked because I had it on the editor that I used to use before I, got used to the one that I'm using now. But I have used it once, a beep.
Oh gosh.
I wonder if I can do that in just real life, just randomly instead of saying a bad word, just like, talking all of a sudden and ouch, son of a All right. Light one on the side, dark one on that. Light one on this one, dark on that one. I don't know if I can brainly think to do that though, honestly. All right.
We would always get in trouble swearing at school, so we would always make up stuff. Son of a motherless goat.
Yeah, we did that too in high school. I remember saying a lot. Well, I did when I was a kid too. It wasn't until I was like started having kids when I actually started cursing for real.
Kids stress you out.
Oh my goodness. Let me tell you, the first couple years with mine I had them all young, but the good thing is they're all out of the house and I'm still young. Think about it. I mean, smart
Yeah.
move, even though I really wasn't trying to get pregnant when I did in the first place. But the, I, I don't know, like the first, whatever, like the first 3 years of a child's life, all you want to do is yell and scream and cuss at them. Well, not until about when they start crawling and getting into things. And I don't even know what it means when you're screaming at them. But yeah, I think until about, I don't know, all the kids were about 3 maybe. And then obviously another one would come. So then it just started all over again.
Oh, Vicky Bush brought up an oldie. Oh, shucky darn.
I say dang it a lot.
Dang
Dang
it.
it. Ooh, that
Okay.
perfect point came out perfectly.
I'm going to say this word, and I don't know if it is, to me, it's not a swear word, but frick.
Frick, no. Or frickin', no.
Yeah.
It's more like, I don't even know. I don't know how to even use it in a sentence, but yeah, cricket. That sounds like saying cricket. Here's my next blocks. These ones were easy to make. You only need to make two, so.
Well, those are huge, comparatively speaking.
Oh yeah, compared to all the rest of this stuff, heck yeah, they are.
One, two, three.
All right, now is the time I am finally on to the template piecing stuff.
Uh-oh, the circles. That's right.
Yep, now I get to draw my templates onto some paper, cut them out with some scissors, and then go from there.
Zaza says, going potty is a very American phrase.
I'm going to be here tracing for a few minutes
And Kimberly
since I don't
says,
have
I'm all about going
a
full
printer.
Yosemite Sam. Yosemite Sam. Um, Kim Burr says, my dad and adopted brother were truck drivers, and I married a Marine. Yep, I know all about the words, but don't use them.
You know, I'm married to a Marine, and guess what? He doesn't cuss much. Well, you heard. Scott doesn't really cuss ever.
That's true, huh? He doesn't.
Nope, he does not. I do, on the other hand.
Friggin' fraggin' dag nabbit.
I used to say that. Damn it.
Oops, sorry, I didn't realize the camera went out. So I
It's because
also
we're
got to
having
pay
fun.
attention to the Zoom. Okay. Oh, crumb. I used to say that a lot too.
My pieces would come out better if I would have just printed this and cut them out. I should have went over to a family member's house to do that.
One thing good about this quilt pattern is most of the pieces are all the same size, so you can keep your scraps and use them when you only need
Yeah,
one.
probably would have been easier if I pulled my light box out, but I'm just too lazy to do that too.
Shaza says, my favorite for use on the socials is buggeration because the bots don't catch it.
What? I'm gonna have to look.
Buggeration.
I don't even know where you are. I'm not seeing that comment. Oh, right there. Buggeration. What does that even mean? What would you say it for?
Gosh darn buggeration. I don't know.
Oops.
Fred Flintstone cussing. Racka, bricka, bracka.
Yeah.
That sounds like Pee Wee Herman. Waka, waka, waka. No, who's that?
That's
Oh,
from this whatchamacallit, Sesame Street. The
waka, waka,
uh
waka. The bear.
the
Uh,
bear.
was it fun? Is it Fuzzy?
Yeah, Fozzie. I think so. That's the name. Oh shoot, what was that? That was a D, not a C.
Hi, Sandra Cedar. I'll just cut a fresh one.
You have a
Fab.
printer, don't you? With a scanner
Yes.
on it?
You have a what?
Do you have a printer with a scanner on it?
No,
Oh, I was gonna say because
no.
it
That's it.
seems like it would be easier to print like two each of these pages up in case you cut them accidentally wrong, you know? Mhm. So for those that are following this pattern, if you have a printer scanner thingy, use it for the templates page. If not, use a white box. Don't be dumb like me. Have one and then not use it. I mean, seriously.
Okay, the Wi-Fi went completely dead. I guess the update damaged the computer somehow.
Hey. All right. I'm only going to draw this out once because I am not in the mood to draw that all over again. Excuse me.
Let's see here.
You know, if somebody has a bunch of drunkards path templates in all different sizes. That would work too. That's all these pretty much are. I only have a 5-inch one, so that wouldn't work for this.
You know, I bought the Missouri Star 10-inch one and I never did use it.
Really? Maybe you should.
It's like, why did I even
Or is
buy
it
it?
because you don't curve piece much?
Yeah. Well, it's actually because I found the other ruler.
Oh, that one with the different, the one that I have the matching one of, but I didn't get the book.
Yeah. It's so kind of wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if this computer's going to let me back on.
I've only used that ruler once. And I was drawing something up. I don't even know where I put my little thingy for it because I was trying to create a pattern for it. It's probably in my uh, uh, abandoned block drawer, you know, where I did something and then I abandoned it. Oh, what the heck is in this pile? Let's go. Wow. It tells you to scissor cut all this out too. Just draw it on the fabric and then scissor cut it. I don't know if I want to scissor cut all these. I mean, I'm making 8 of these round blocks. Oh, that's a lot of scissor cutting. Straight edges I could use a rotary cutter for, but sorry I'm not in the chat or anything because I'm trying to concentrate on cutting. I feel like
And the computer's not letting me go back on. So I'm glad the phone is still working. And I realized I'm just going to make 2 more of these blocks.
Sandra asked Drunkard's squares for the medium pie blocks. Well, actually, how many pie blocks are there? The large wheel, the small wheel, and the medium pie block.
Isn't there like 4 of them?
Yeah, but some of them fit into the Drunkard's path curve.
Oh. I see what you mean.
I gotta open to that page though because I may have messed up cutting on that one. Is it the lower curve or the upper curve? It was the lower one. I never said I was going to be perfect at this. Okay, got that one. That's good.
Little shavings.
And yes, I'm using paper scissors for the paper. But if you want to be real, I have used my regular scissors on paper a bazillion times, and guess what? They still work on fabric, and they've never been sharpened.
I don't think I've ever sharpened scissors before or
Me
had
neither.
them
But I
sharpened.
don't have any fancy scissors. I just have these cheapy ones that I got from the dollar store, and then Scott bought me all my blue-handed ones that have just a plain blue. He bought me like a 20 pack of different style and shape scissors for a really cheap price at Ross a long time ago. So we got scissors everywhere. I got scissors in my bedroom for different things. I got scissors in here for different things. I have scissors just in all the things. There's scissors everywhere. And I still haven't used every pair of scissors in that package. All right, now I just got to determine what color goes where and what piece gets what.
So speaking of scissors, how many of us have Kai scissors? Because I know that's a very popular brand. And some people swear by it. And I am just cutting up scraps.
All right, here we go. I'm going to figure this whole cutting thing out. These need to be green, dark green and light green, two of them. Got to go to my greens pile. And we'll use this as the dark green. And this as the light green. No, those are too busy next to each other. Take it back. Dark green, light green. And then let's do one more because I don't want both mine to be the same. Dark green, light green. All right.
Yay, let me back on.
Green paste. Here we go. I need two. Oh, I need four of these. All right.
Tracy says she loves her Ginger scissors. Kimberly says, oh, Barb McKinley says she has Kai. That's her favorite. Vicky Bush says she has Gingers. Pumpkin Patchwork says she has Gingers as well. Sandra Cedar says, I have Kai, Gingers, Fiskers, Karen Buckley, and I'm very
I have
possessive.
Karen K. Buckley's. Yeah. I
My
have
thing with
Karen
scissors
Buckley.
is my hands are so big that a lot of them just don't fit, or they
Oh,
don't
yeah.
fit really good on me. So I've tried Kai. I've tried, well, I borrowed a Gingers, and even the largest ones are still too small for me.
Okay. I must make this straight.
There's that one.
Mhm. Two, three. Oh, I gotta cut one more. What?
Oh, Sandra says she still has her very first pair of gingers, and it's at least 50 years old. Wow.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Jim Bennett says he has his grandmother's mandol. Never heard of that, but that must be a very, very old brand. And if it still cuts, hey, it's good.
What am I at? I'm at light, which is H and G. Where's G?
I only need 2 pieces. Why am I cutting 4?
For the pattern. Wow, from this, I got to keep going back and forth on this one. 1, 2, and 2.
Well, Kimber says she bought her gingers 40 years ago, paid $45 for them, and they are wonderful. And they still last? Wow. I guess that's a good investment.
Yeah, it is.
And Sandra is asking, where's Iron Man?
He is watching a movie. He tends to watch movies when I'm in here working or things like that.
Barb says, I
Because
like
there's
my
nothing else
gingers
better.
until I drop them. They are strong. They are pretty pricey. But if they're lasting for 40, 50 years, then they're worth it, I would say.
I actually have a pair of left-handed ones. I keep meaning to list for sale, and I haven't yet because, well, I'm lazy.
Well, today's just a lazy Saturday.
So technically what I'm doing is I measured with the ruler the size of the templates that are in the book. Find the page. So I took the ruler to the things and measured them, and now I'm just cutting the squares to that size, and then I'll cut the template out. I'll stack all of them up and then cut out. You know what I mean? That way I
Yeah.
have square corners and stuff that the ruler wasn't able to, that my drawing of it wasn't able to get pretty straight, I guess is the word.
I wonder if you don't have a copier, you could just trace it on like freezer paper.
You probably could, but I don't think freezer paper makes a good template, do you?
If you, like what I do is kind of put 2 or 3, stack them together and just iron it so that it stays together,
Mm-hmm.
which tends to work for me. What was my next color? This one.
Oh, I need 4 of those. That's what 2 worth. That's 4 worth. Hmm. Whatever, that's what I'm gonna do. Making these decisions on the fly here.
Oh, so here's the latest in Vegas news. So, you know, Area 51 or Area 15, that
Yes,
that
I've been
mid,
there. Yeah,
okay.
I've been
So
there plenty of times.
they partnered with Universal Studios and now they have a
Oh,
haunted house.
that's cool.
And it's going to be a year-round haunted house.
That's cool. Well, Area 15 is year round. It's kind of pricey to get in there, though. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah,
Have you been in there?
which is why I
I don't know.
haven't
I
gone
don't know
in.
how you would enjoy the grocery
No,
store part of it because you wouldn't be able to walk through any of it. You're too tall. You would be hunched down, climbing through everything just to see anything. You'd have to crawl around on your knees, probably. Which I mean
I was
isn't
surprised that I could
horrible.
even sit on that roller coaster.
Yeah, which that was tight. I mean, yeah, that was tight when we went there. You look like you were uncomfortable.
But I'd rather be temporarily uncomfortable than flying off the seat.
True. We had fun though.
That was fun. But now it's summer, so they don't operate.
They don't operate in the summertime?
Not
I
not
didn't know
during the
that.
day.
Oh, it's a nighttime thing.
Yeah,
It
because I
is
guess
kind of
it's too hot.
too hot and too bright out because you do end up going straight up into the sun.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to cut all these parts and pieces out first, then sew. Oh, it's greens and blues. Well, that's all pinks. No purple? No, it's just greens and blues.
I'm surprised there's not a whole ton of purple. Well, but
I
then
mean,
again,
there is all right here, here. So far, it's mainly all pinks and yellows and oranges and greens. I mean, there is some purple, but it's just log cabins and the little plus sign ones. Nothing big out of purple yet.
yeah, I forgot. Purple was not her favorite color.
That's 2 blocks worth. So I'm just gonna unplug this iron and move it out of my darn way before I burn myself.
Hey, Patty.
All right. That's a purplish
Okay,
blue.
I'm gonna check the replay. I'm gonna have to check the replay and see how many times my computer gets booted off.
Yeah, it was quite a few times so far. All right, we got all the blues. Let's see. Let's make this the outside of two of them. Rotary cutter, where'd you go? Oh, it went under my machine.
Anybody name their rotary cutters?
Not me.
What would you, well, what would be a good name for a rotary cutter?
Um, Cutting. Hey there,
Cut.
Cutting. Want to hang out? Or Sharp. Hey there, Sharp. Or Sharpie. Although there's already a Sharpie.
Sandra, we are currently working on the butterfly. We're just putting the blocks together still.
Yep. Right now I'm cutting some out and he's, I don't know, it's cutting or sewing.
A little bit of both.
Okay, that'll work. This one.
By the way, when was the last time you changed your cutting mat?
My cutting mat about 6 months ago. And last night I just turned the one in my fabric room.
Have you used other brands, or do you only have the
I
Fiskars?
only use the Fiskars. I used to have an Ulfa, but that one got ruined faster than my Fiskars did. Like super fast. It's still out in the garage. I obviously don't use it because it's just out in the garage for no apparent reason. But I have one big, huge one that I use in here that'll lay on top of this one for cutting up batting to stuff things with. And then I have, I'm trying to think right now. I have a couple small ones. Like there's a small one on this table. There is a small one on one of the tables. No, two of the tables in that room, and then a big one on one of the tables. Like I have a ton of cutting mats. Obviously, the big ones I go through quicker than the little tinies.
I always wondered if the brand of cutting mat actually matters.
I don't think it does. I like Fish Stars because they will replace them for free if you have your receipt. So if yours is super duper getting ruined, you will get one replacement for free.
Oh, I didn't know that.
As long as you have your original receipt. Yep.
Well, I've had mine for almost 10 years and never replaced it yet.
And it's still going good.
It's still going good. I mean, it's marked
As
up
a
like
Fish Stars.
crazy, but yep.
Yeah, mine, they don't last very long, but I think I do more cutting than you.
Well, because I also use the AccuQuilt a lot.
Yeah, I don't. I just used it last night for the first time in like 3 months to cut out some 5-inch squares.
How about anybody out there on the chat? Have you noticed any difference with a certain brand of cutting mat? Because I'm kind of curious if it does really matter. It's
Other than the
interesting.
price,
Yeah, it's interesting that your sewing tools, like your rotary cutters, the scissors, the sewing machine, all of that, there's a big difference between brands. But when it comes to the cutting mat, no one says that they noticed anything, or at least people don't say that they notice anything. And we don't. There's not a lot of people that talk about different cutting mats either.
I probably could have done a review between the Fiskars and the Olfa a long time ago, but stopped using it. You'd have to go out and buy a bunch of different ones. Like Martelli has a cutting mat, you know?
Yeah. Although I will
I
say
don't
their
like
mat
their,
is, it seems to be a lot thicker than normal, which that I know I don't like.
I do not like their rulers, Martelli rulers, because you can't see through them.
You know, this is so weird. It's only when I'm doing this broadcast that I get this problem on Zoom. Otherwise, it's usually fine.
Because you're just on Zoom by itself, right? When it's fine.
Yeah.
You're not using two different platforms at the same time. You know what I mean?
But it's weird. It's the internet or the Wi-Fi connection that keeps cutting out, not the Zoom itself.
One, two, one, two. One. Oh, I need to cut
Shelly
one
Co
more.
says, I think keeping a sharp blade helps a lot so you aren't pushing so hard to cut. That's true. That is definitely true.
I definitely have a sharp one right now. But a good mat has to go with your sharp blade because this mat is really messed up that I'm currently working with. And my fresh, brand new blade is skipping spots, tons of them, because my mat is so messed up. Because it's time to get a new one since the other side was already used. That's the one thing I love about Fiskars is they're two-sided.
Okay, sorry, the camera's gonna shake a little bit. I gotta plug in the phone. Ooh, okay. 2,
Yeah.
3, 4.
Talking to yourself.
Okay, so I got 4 of these done.
I'm not going to use those. No. So let's go use those. Okay, we got 2 of that color. And cut 1, 2, 3, 4. Cut some from this one. 4. I'm struggling choosing what color is going to go where. Because I'm trying to stick with the diagram, you know?
Okay, now got 2 of that, 4 of these. Where did the other 2 go?
Two. All right, we need to cut. One comes here.
I know I'm not going crazy. I did sew 2 other blocks. Where did I put it?
You're going crazy.
I'm not sitting on it, am I? Oh, no. I've done that before. Here they are. So I got those 2. Which is the 2 orangey yellow color. Yeah. brown, orange, red.
I feel like I haven't been talking at all, but I'm trying to concentrate.
Well, you're on one of those blocks where you do need to concentrate.
Yeah.
And
Let's go.
the pink. I'm gonna introduce this pink fabric. Isn't that pretty? Wow, it's really pink on camera. I'm doing this color combination. Okay. Okay, so what's another bucket list pattern that you would want to do?
I have a Judy Niemeyer that I need to finish, complete, kind of thing. But I'm, kind of, not doing it. It's all paper piecing, you know. Paper piecing is just not my forte.
Neither is it mine. After doing that crane quilt, I learned that, yeah, it's not me. Surprised I got through it.
Yeah.
After this, I'm going to have a whole ton of squares.
Random stuff. I've been putting it all in one uh container.
Me too. Well, I've
And
been
I'm just gonna
actually
sew it all together somehow, some way.
storing all the scraps in this bag, and I kind of go through it every so often, just because I know I can reuse some of these pieces. Because again, they're all the same sizes, so like I can now use that. One piece there. Just gonna cut up the rest of this.
Sorry, I keep stepping off camera. It's because I have all the fabric over on the ironing board.
I don't like paper piecing, but I wouldn't mind giving Judy Niemeyer a try, just so I can say I did tried once.
Yeah.
But if
So
I'm gonna do a
far,
pattern of hers, I would probably want to take a class.
I've only done one small project, and I have another one I got to do. I just haven't done it yet. And then I have the big one that I started, but I don't even know where I'm at on it.
do this one.
All right. All of those are cut out. Now to cut the curve on them all. Whew. This is going to be the part that takes me a while to figure out because I don't want to mess it up. I'm using paper, you know? That just makes the curve hard to do. But I'll get it. I will figure it out. I'm also not doing, like both sides of the quilt have equal symmetrical color,
Yeah.
that's placed in the same spot on either side. Well, I'm on either side, have some of them, they're just random and aren't even the same at all. We have like 5 minutes. I think I'm just gonna do these off camera. That way, if I have to yell and cuss and scream, I can do that off camera. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen trying to cut all this stuff out. It's because I'm gonna keep cutting the paper is what I'm afraid I'm gonna do. And the dollar store actually sells this like cutting mat for the kitchen, but it actually cuts really well with scissors, and you can turn it into a template.
Oh, you mean the flexible cutting board plastic thing?
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
2 of them. Well, one of them I started cutting up. They come in 2 in a pack, so one I already started cutting template pieces out for a little thing I did a long time ago. I don't know where I stuck the other one. I thought it was up here, but I guess it isn't. So if you're going to make the pattern more than once, buy that stuff from the dollar store and turn it
Yeah.
into the templates.
I actually use it to create templates for when I make ornaments and stuff.
Well, that works. Alrighty. I am going to see who's saying what, and then we can start saying our goodbyes. Put some glasses on, though. Hi, Joan. Sorry you didn't remember we were on tonight, but you can always go back and watch the rest of the video. Da, 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 da.
Oh, I didn't want to do that color. I wanted to do the pink. Oh well. I can always recut it. I think I cut this one wrong. Well, let's see.
Kimberly, it says, I don't have any machine cutting things. I draw the line there with my insanity because I really want to keep my spending under control because I'm crazy quilting lady and I think I need everything. Hello, that's all of us. The only reason why I have a cutter, the little baby go me thing, is because it was gifted to me. Somebody bought it for me. Well, donated it to me because it wasn't bought just specifically for me. It was used, but I have gotten dies for it, but I don't really use it often. I prefer to hand cut everything because I
Okay.
have, what is that word? What is that word when you have to do everything because you think you're in control? That's me.
See, I don't enjoy cutting fabric. I mean, of course I have to do it, but I'd rather
You don't enjoy it.
if I could get a machine to do it for me, I will get that machine to do it for me.
Well, obviously, you can tell by looking at my fabric room and all my pre-cuts that I really enjoy cutting fabric.
Yeah, I don't.
OCD. Thank you, Kimberly. Yeah. I definitely have OCD and I need it to be my way or the highway. If these pieces don't work with a cutter or it gets stuck in the cutter and you have to pick all the stuff, I can't stand it. Plus, I can cut it faster than the cutter.
I wish AI could cut fabric.
Oh yeah, let's just get ourselves some AI fabric cutting machines where we tell it everything we need and
Yep.
then put the yardage inside the thing and it just randomly cuts everything for us.
I would totally invest in that.
Yeah, it would probably be just as much as a long arm costs.
Yeah, that's true.
But that would be cool too, like to have you just buy this special machine and you stick each, like you would press, this is me inventing right here. You'd press the fabric flat. So the machine would have to be bigger than 36 by 44 or 45. You know what I mean? The trays that you'd put in it would have to fit 1 yard cuts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Flattened out and you flat them and you stick, say you have 15 trays that you put 15 different 1 yard cuts in, you stick it in this machine and then it pulls each one in like a printer, sucks the paper in, so it'll suck that cut thing in, the cutting mat thing that it's going to go through. It cuts it all and then spits it out the other side, and then the next one you just slide it in, it cuts all those cuts and sticks it out like a
There you
printer
go.
but for fabric. Now somebody's going to take my invention from me. Darn it.
I was gonna
Because I
say
said
thank
it
you for
out
the
loud.
idea.
That would be it would be kind of the way of a laser engraver machine, those big huge laser engraver machines. It would be the cross between that but a printer with AI. So you'd literally just insert like into like an actual scanner the pattern that you just bought. You'd
Mhm.
slide it in or upload the PDF, and then you just load the fabric flattened onto all these little cutting things and just stick it all in and it just shoots it right, one right after the other. So it's a cross between two machines with AI. It's kind of smart. It would work, but it would be a big machine, so it would need a lot of space, and our sewing rooms don't have that.
Oh, trust me, if they build the machine, some of us will make the space.
Oh yeah, I have a giant living room that has a 12-foot machine by 4 foot wide footprint already in it. I mean, I could
Exactly.
already add another 12 foot by 4 foot print. The long arm that I actually wanted in the first place, other than the hand controlled ones. The big, huge ones that the comforter companies use.
Yeah.
It's a big, huge, giant rectangle, and it has a machine head that goes over it. And you need a garage to put it in because it's probably
Mhm.
like 12 feet by 25 feet. And then you pull out the tray, hook the whole quilt on the pin thing, and then just stick it under there, press go, and it quilts the whole thing.
Yep.
You know,
I've seen
I
those.
need that. I want one of those.
There's also the
Those
other
can't
one
use
where
my
it's
hand.
like there's one where it's like it's on a crossbar and then the machine head spins around. So instead of like how you move the long arm,
Mhm.
the machine just it's on a frame, but then there's like a crossbar that just moves up and down. And then the machine head, if you need to do a curve, it just spins around and just starts stitching.
Yeah. Huh.
Okay, after I am done with this block, then we can call it quits for this session. And I just got 4 more pieces to sew. And I'm done with my log cabin. No, wait, no, got 4 more.
No, wait. You have to make more. Anyways, ready to get off?
Let me
Say
just sew these
bye-bye
4
to
pieces.
everybody. Any last questions before we get off of here, everybody? I'm making Kimberly drool because of, all these things that I'm just talking about. That big giant long arm thing that I wanted though originally, that was actually cheaper than a long arm. There was a
Really?
used one for sale. Yeah, there was a used ones for sale for like $5,000. I don't remember how far I would have had to drive, but somebody has to take it apart and it has to be mostly taken by truck to get it here because a lot of the pieces were permanent, big giant pieces.
Okay, last 2 pieces. Any last minute
She says
questions?
she's gonna move into her walk-in closet just so she could turn all the rooms into equipment rooms. I have all the rooms in my house for my quilting and sewing, except for my bedroom. Oh, and the bathrooms don't have anything quilting related in it, but everything everywhere else does. All right, I don't see any questions, just people saying good night and have a great work week ahead.
Okay, so last piece and we will call it. And I cut these pieces short, but that's okay because it's still within the seam allowance.
Well, your chore will be to get started on your half square triangles. Because isn't that what you're on next?
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, because you just did small log cabins. So yeah, your next is half square triangles. And I'll still be way ahead of you.
Surprise,
Even though
surprise.
I didn't do anything this week. So I mean, yeah,
So
that's your way.
let's do a progress check here. Camera is moving.
Oh, here. I'll leave mine right there. You show yours and then make mine big screen.
Oh, forgot. I got the front facing
I
camera.
moved out of the way.
So there it is.
Looks good.
So I was working on these blocks here. If you can see it.
Yours are pretty.
So that's mine. And then
I'm not
two
going to move
extra
my camera
ones.
for mine. You can just make my screen big. Those are cute.
Okay, and then let's have a look at what Tiffany's got.
That's it. It's all on the wall. Today I did that. And now wait. Oh, and I did these two down here. That's it. That's all I did. So that's pretty good.
Hmm.
All right. I'm ready to go.
Okay, so we are calling it tonight. Thank you guys for joining us here. Thank you, Tiffany, for joining and coming up with
Yes.
this project. So we will see everyone. Whoops.
I guess we will see everyone later because I lost him. And I don't know how to end this. Only he does. He has disappeared. Am I going to be stuck on here? Because there's no sound or nothing for him. Do, 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 do. It's going to take him a second to realize it. Yep, nope, he's gone. Yep, I only hear me.
Okay, I just lost my connection, but
Did the live go off yet? Because it looks like it's still on. Yep, it's still on. It says live.
all right, everyone, have a great rest of your week, and we'll
Bye.
see you next week.